This
Let's talk
conference will
about
now be recorded.
what is sequential model and what is incremental model. First of all, first of all, what are the SDLC steps are there? Means implementation activities such as main activities such as requirement gathering. After collecting the requirements from the customer, prepare BRS and ESRS. Next, prepare plan. After design, after coding, then testing, and finally release and maintenance. So you know already these steps. Already in the last sessions, we completed all those steps. Any IT company, either small size company or big size company, any company to develop the application, they have to follow step-by-step activities. The step-by-step activities nothing but called as SDLC activities. What are the SDLC activities? Requirement gathering, prepare BRS and ESRS, plan, design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance. But based on the project requirement, based on the client requirement, software development models classified into two types, such as sequential models and incremental models. Already in last session we discussed. I hope you remember that. So software development models classified into two types, such as sequential models and incremental model. So what is sequential model? What is incremental model? Whenever small size project, small size requirement, then we can go to sequential model. And whenever big size project, big size requirement, then to implement the project, we can go to incremental model. So once again, software development models are classified into two types, such as sequential model and incremental model. Whenever small size project, small size requirement, implement step by step, we can go to sequential model such as waterfall model and V model. And whenever big size project, big size requirement, then we can go to incremental model or iterative model. So what are the incremental models are there? RAD model, prototype model, spiral model, and as well as advanced and very famous model, agile model also. Agile, very important guys. Agile model also comes into incremental model. So today in this session, let's discuss about different types of software development models, such as what is waterfall model, V, RAD, prototype, spiral, agile model. Let us discuss. Guys, I have one idea. Guys, do one thing. I have one doubt first of all. My doubt is, we are testing engineer. Our job, test the software. Am I right? So as a testing engineer, what is my goal? What is my job? Just to test the software. Then why we are discussing development models in our class? Everyone, my question understand? So once again, I'm repeating my question. My question is, we are testing engineers. As a testing engineers, we have to test application, not for development. Then why we are learning development models? Why we are learning development models? Yes, I'll tell you. I'll explain. If I give mobile phone, if I give laptop, so you will test the same type of testings on the both are different types of testing. Different, of course, because mobile touch screen you have to test. Remote or laptop keyboard mostly or mouse you will test. Are you clear my point? So both are we are testing, but depending on the product requirement. Same like that. Same like that. Depending on the client requirement, depending on the project requirement, software development companies will follow models. Depending on the model, our testing activities will be there. Are you clear my point? So every company the different models they will follow. Depending on the model, how to follow our testing activities. If you don't know what is the development model they are following, so you can't test. Are you clear my point? Depending on development model only, depending on development model only, we have to test a project. That's what first we should learn. What are the development models in the market? What are the development models in the market? Okay. So first, guys, once again, development models not our job. Okay, just we should have idea about the development models before work on the project. Just I'll explain one by one, one by one. Concentrate. Anyone while explaining, if you not understand, just ping me the message in chat box. Okay, so no problem. Again and again, I'll repeat up to your understand, up to your perfect in the subject. The first model, waterfall model. First sequential model. So you know what is the purpose of sequential model? Whenever small size project, small size requirement, then we can go to yes, sequential model. Waterfall model and V models are best examples for sequential. The first model, waterfall model. Okay, the first point, waterfall model. Everyone, once again, software development models classified into the two types of models, sequential and incremental. Today, we are discussing about sequential model, very first model, waterfall model. Okay, what is waterfall model? Guys, point by point, I'll explain. Point number one, waterfall model comes into sequential model whenever small size project, small size requirement. Yes, waterfall model, small size project, small size requirement, and sequential model. Point number two. In waterfall model, in waterfall model, same guys, waterfall model same as SDLC process. I already explained today starting SDLC. Now this is SDLC. See, waterfall model also same as SDLC, right? Yes, waterfall model also same as SDLC. And point number three, in waterfall model, all implementation activities will be carried out by step-by-step activities. Step-by-step activities. So let me write here, guys, for waterfall model. Guys, just try to understand, don't by heart, okay? Because just we should have the knowledge about the development models before work as a testing engineer. That's what we are learning in our class, okay? And everyone, please keep in mute, guys. Guys, everyone, please keep in mute. Okay, fine. See, guys, once again, today we are discussing about waterfall model. The first point of waterfall model, it is a sequential model suitable for small size of the projects. Sequential model suitable for small size of the projects. Point number two. Guys, already I told you that this is a waterfall model, and waterfall model same as SDLC process, right? Yes, same as SDLC process. Same as SDLC process. Same as SDLC. process. Point number 3. Guys, in waterfall model, all implementations, what part by part or step by step? Step by step means first see collecting the requirements, then prepare BRS, SRS, then go for design. Then whenever design completed, go for coding. Whenever coding completed, go for testing. For example, if coding is not completed 100%, then is it possible to go for testing? No, no. So like that we can implement, guys. Understand? So like that we can implement. Here how we can implement, the point number 3, like our implementation activities carried out by step. Are you get my point, guys? So implementation activities carried out by step carried out step by step step activities, step by step implementations. Okay, next, point number 4. Already in yesterday class we discussed about software testing means it is a process of verification and validation. So verification and validation. But waterfall model, no verification, only validation required. So validation and verification means what? Validation and verification means what? Already only validation required. So verification not required. So what is verification? What is validation? Already last class we discussed that from requirement gathering to coding, who will develop the application? Same team review. Nothing but comes into verification. After testing engineer testing the application, nothing but call as what? Validation. Once again, up to coding, same team review. Nothing but comes into verification. After testing engineer testing application, nothing but comes into validation. So waterfall model suitable for small size. That's what verification not required. Only validation required. So once again, today we are discussing about waterfall model, which is comes into sequential model, sequential model. Point number 1, it is a sequential model suitable for small size of the project. Point number 2, waterfall model same as SDLC process. Point number 3, waterfall model step by step implementation activities. Point number 4, software testing means it is a process of verification and validation, but waterfall model only validation required, verification not required. And the last point in the waterfall model. So guys, why this model called as waterfall model? Why this model called as waterfall model? Actually, 1 month back, I asked the same question in my company interview. I taken the interview. During the interview, I asked for the same question to one girl. Why this model called as waterfall model? She replied like, a, who is designed the Guys, is it audible now? Okay, sorry guys. Now is it audible? Some little bit, I think some network issue. That's what. But I think it's audible now. Everyone, is it audible now? Please keep the message in chat box. Okay, very good. Thank you so much, and thank you for your waiting, guys. Okay, come back. So now we are discussing about waterfall model. Guys, please keep in mute, everyone. Please keep in mute. If you unmute, it will be disturbed for everyone. Jaya. Okay, thank you, guys. Waterfall model. So first, it is a sequential model and small size project. Next point, it is same as SDLC process. It is same as SDLC process. And third point, step by step implementation activities. Fourth one, only validation required. And why this model called as waterfall model? Because all implementation activities look like a waterfall, right? Yes, all activities like a like all implementation activities like a waterfall, step by step, like a step by step. So this model title as waterfall model. So this is a waterfall model. I hope you understood, guys, waterfall model. So once again, waterfall model is a sequential model suitable for small size of the project, same as SDLC process, and it is a step-by-step implementation activities and verification not required, only validation required. Next, all activities like step-by-step activities. That's what the title has, waterfall model. I hope you understood, guys. Now let's discuss about V model. Let's discuss about V model. And V model also sequential model, right? Yes, of course. V model also sequential model. And guys, before discuss about the V model, I'll ask one question. Before discuss the V model, I'll ask one question. My question is, if you working as a testing engineer, when to start our job? I mean, before development or after development? When to start our job? Before development or after development? Before development or after development? Give me answer in the chat box, either right or wrong, no problem. My question is, if you're working as a testing engineer, so when to start your job, after development, before development? Yes, good. Most of the students they given the answer as after development. Okay. So if it is after development, if I join any one of the company, guys, if I join any one of the company, if developer asking 1 year time to complete development, how long? 1 year time. Then when to start? Of course, as per your answer, definitely it is after 1 year. Then in this 1 year, what is our job? My doubt, understand? In this 1 year, what is our job? No, guys, I'll tell you exactly. Let me take one small example. One apartment construction is going on. Just imagination, guys. One apartment construction is going on. For example, I am the carpenter. So tell me one point. As a carpenter, when to start my job? From day one onwards it will be start, or after the 50%? Yes, minimum after 50 to 60% should be complete, then only my work will be start, right? So if today construction is started, then minimum after 50 to 60% then carpenter work will be start. In this time carpenter what they will do? They will analyze, they will estimate how much wood required for this. They will analyze how many windows required, how many shelves required, how many doors required, and what type of design required. They will make it and they will ready everything. Once 60% is completed, they will go and they will fix directly. Correct or not? Same testing engineer also. If developer asking 1 year time, if developer asking 10 year time, so developer while developing the application, you no need to wait. We can prepare testing related documentations parallelly. For example, follow my diagram, guys. Here, first requirements: SRS, BRS, design, coding. So after coding, we have to start our testing. Yes, but no need to wait. No need to wait. Once system testing is ready, guys. Once system testing is ready, based on the system testing, we can start implementation activities. So no need to wait. We can start implementation activities. No need to wait. Are you clear my point, guys? We can start implementation activities. No need to wait. So normally, if you working as a if you working as a testing engineer, we should wait after completion of we should wait after completion of coding. But in V model, if developer asking 1 month time or 2 months time before developing the application, we can start preparing testing related documentations. So such as testing documentations, such as test plan, test scenarios, test cases. What is scenario, what is cases in live project, I will show. Just try to understand. So we can prepare testing related documentations. And why this model title as V model? V stands for both verification and validation. So you know that from requirement gathering to the coding, review process nothing but call as verification. After testing engineer, testing application, nothing but call as what? Validation. In V model, both will be there. Verification and validation. Once again, guys, nowadays most of the small size companies to implement the project, they are following V model because of as a testing engineer, no need to wait up to completion of development. So before development, we can start testing activities. Before development, testing activities means what? We are not testing the application, just we are preparing testing related documentation such as test plan, test scenario, test cases, etc. So like that, testing related documentations we can prepare. So in V model, you can save time. Waterfall model, we should wait up to completion of the coding. But in V model, before development, for example, if you join one company, if developer asking 1 month time, 3 months time, or 6 months time to complete development, in this time, what is our job? Based on the same requirement, we can start designing testing related documents such as what? Yes, test plan, test scenarios, test cases. This kind of the documents we can prepare. And waterfall model, no verification, only validation. Na? But V model, both will be there. What are the both? Verification and validation. Verification and validation. So we can ensure 100% quality. We can ensure 100% quality because because verification is going on and validation is going on parallelly, not one by one, because verification parallelly development and testing both process na. So both parallelly verification and validation, verification and validation. Got it, guys? V model. So these two model, guys, just the models try to understand, don't by heart, because just we should have the idea, that's it. Okay, before work as a testing engineer, just we should have the idea, that's what I am explaining. the main concepts of the development models. Once again, software development models are like classified into two types. One is sequential model, second one is incremental model. Whenever small size project we can go to sequential, whenever big size project we can go to incremental. Waterfall model and V models are sequential model, RAD, prototype, spiral models are incremental model. Now sequential models completed. Let's discuss about incremental models. Let's discuss about incremental model. So waterfall model and V model, which one is the best model, guys, for small size project? Which one is the best, guys? Which one is the best project? So please ping me your answer in chat box. Which one is the best one for small size project? I mean waterfall model or V model? Waterfall model or V model? Yes, yes, good. Everyone reply the chat box. You have the chat option, guys. Good, good. Wow, almost 98% people they given the valid answer. Good, guys. See, I'll tell you. If it is a waterfall, we have to wait up to completion of the coding. But V model, no need to wait. If it is a waterfall model, no verification, only validation. But V model, both will be there verification and validation. So V model, we can save time also. V model, we can ensure 100% customer satisfaction also. That's what most of the companies to implement small size of the projects, they are following V model. They are following V model. Okay. Now let's discuss about incremental model. You know that. So whenever big size project, big size requirement, then we can go to incremental model. Incremental model also called as iterative model. Incremental model also called as what? Iterative model. So today now we can discuss about RAD model. Guys, before discuss about RAD model, one small question. Before discuss about RAD model, one small question. My question is, let me write RAD model. First of all, RAD stands for Rapid Application Development. Okay, RAD stands for Rapid Application Development. Guys, one small example question I am asking. I am giving 100 pages one book. Guys, I am giving 100 pages book. It is fulfilled with some notes and diagrams. It is fulfilled. So what I am asking, prepare same book within one day. Is it possible? Once again, my question. You have the 100 pages book with some data. So you have to prepare same book within one day. Is it possible to prepare, guys? Within one day? No, guys, not a Xerox. Not a Xerox. It is not a automation class. It is manual class. Okay. Think manually. Yes. Yes. By one person, 100 pages within 24 hours, very difficult. Then what is solution? If you take the help of 5 friends, if you take the help of 10 friends, then I can dividing into parts. Each and every part I can assign to my friends. Then at a time, in single day, by the help of 5 numbers, by the help of 10 numbers, easy to complete. Am I right or not? Yes. RAD model also same. For example, we confirm big size project. To complete that, we need 1 year time. For client requirement, complete as soon as possible. Understand, guys? We confirm big size project. We need minimum 1 year time. But client requirement, please complete as soon as possible. Then what we have to do? By following RAD model, project will be dividing into number of modules. What is the meaning of module? Nothing but parts. Project dividing into number of modules, nothing but into parts. Small example, if our project is Gmail I will dividing into modules. How? First module, login. Second module, inbox. Third module, compose mail. Fourth module, send mail. Like that, module by module project will be divided. Clear my point, guys? Module by module project will be divided. And after that, after that, to develop the first module, I'll arrange separate team and separate project manager. To develop the second module, again separate development team, separate testing team, and separate project manager. Like that, to develop each and every module, more separate team will be there. All teams start implementation activities parallelly. All teams start implementation activities parallelly. Once again, guys, that stands for Rapid Application Development. RAD stands for what? Rapid Application Development. So due to lack of time, guys, if you want to complete big size of the project within short term, in RAD model, project will be dividing into number of modules. To develop each and every module, separate team will be scheduled. To develop each and every module, separate team will be scheduled. Once again, RAD stands for Rapid Application Development. Whenever big size project to complete within short term, in RAD model, project will be dividing into modules. And to develop each and every module, separate team will be there. All modules implement parallelly. Once implementation activities are completed as a module wise, combining all module as a one project, delivered to customer. Delivery time as a single project. Only development time dividing into what? Modules. Yes. So project dividing project as dividing as a modules, and to develop every module, same team, separate team. Yes, different different team will be there. Different team will be there. But guys, observe, RAD model very expensive because huge resources required, number of teams, number of teams, number of servers. So huge resources required. RAD model, expensive model. Am I right? Once again, RAD stands for Rapid Application Development. RAD stands for what? Rapid Application Development. Rapid Application Development. And in this model, project will be dividing into what? Modules. And every module will be developed by different teams parallelly. And it is a expensive model and huge resources, but as soon as possible, time. So we can save time here, correct or not? Yes, save time. Understand, guys? RAD model. Okay, next model. Guys, let's discuss about prototype model. Guys, what is prototype model? What is a prototype model? First of all, what is the meaning of prototype? Prototype means nothing but sample, dummy. Prototype means what? Dummy or sample. So what is a dummy? What is a sample? Look at my screen, guys. Look at my screen. Normally, what is implementation activities? Requirement gathering, BRSSRS, plan, design, coding, testing, release and maintenance. So every implementation activity is depending on what? Yes, depending on requirement. If requirements are not there, is it possible to implement the project? No, because based on the requirements only plan will be prepared. Based on requirements only design will be prepared. Based on requirements only coding will be prepared. Based on requirements only testing will be there. Based on requirements only release and maintenance. Understand, guys? So like that, all implementation activities based on the requirement. If requirements are not there, it's very difficult to develop the project. Am I right? Same. Whenever customer requirements are not clear, if customer confusing in the requirements, then we can go to prototype model. What is the example, guys? I'll explain the example. Today I want to purchase one mobile phone. I know exactly iPhone 9 or iPhone 10 I want to purchase. So I'll go to the shop. I'll ask directly give me so and so model, because my requirements are very clear. So I want to purchase only the iPhone models, right? If I don't know, if I'm confusing which one is better, either iPhone better or Samsung better or any other company better, if I'm confusing, what I will do? I will go to showroom. I'll ask for show me some samples, right? Show me iMobile, iPhone samples. Show me Samsung samples. Then I'll check which one is look and feel better. Understand my point, guys? So when I will prefer the sample, whenever my requirements are clear, not clear, yes. Whenever customer requirements are not clear, customer confusing in the requirements, then develop the application based on the sample application, based on dummy application, nothing but call as prototype. Guys, observe this diagram. First, based on client requirement, first to prepare one dummy. The dummy application, sample application, nothing but call as prototype. Once again, based on the dummy, based on the client requirement, first of all, prepare one dummy. The dummy application, nothing but call as prototype. The prototype should be shown to client and get the feedback from the client whether client accepted or not. If client accepted based on the prototype, then BRS and SRS, plan, design, coding, testing. See, activity same, SRS, design, coding, testing, but directly not based on the requirement. It is based on dummy sample. It is based on what? Dummy and sample. Once again, if customer requirements are not clear, first develop one dummy, one sample. The sample should be accepted by the client. If client is accepted based on dummy, prepare the SRS. Based on dummy, design, coding, testing, release. The difference is previous model directly developing the project based on requirement. In this model, developing the project based on the dummy. And after deliver to customer, if customer not satisfied, then implement up to change requirements. After deliver to customer, if customer not satisfied, after deliver to customer, if customer not satisfied, then implement up to change requirement. Understand my point, guys? Yes, I hope you understood, guys. So once again, any implementation activities based on the requirement. But if customer confusing in the requirements, if customer requirements are not clear, first to prepare one sample, one dummy. The dummy should be accepted by the client. Based on the dummy, prepare BRS and SRS, prepare plan, prepare design, coding, testing, release and maintenance. Release and maintenance. Let me write, guys, prototype model. Prototype type model. Guys, here I am writing due to lack of RAD model, what? Due to lack of time, right? RAD model due to lack of time. Due to lack of time. Prototype model Due to lack of requirement. Yes, due to lack of requirement. If customer confusing in the requirement, then implement the project. Implement by dummy. The dummy nothing but called as what? Dummy nothing but called as what? Prototype. Dummy nothing but called as what? Yes, prototype. Then after observe guys, model developing based on the sample. After developing the application, if customer if customer not satisfied, we can change requirement. Observe guys, changing requirement when after release to customer. If customer is not satisfied, we can change requirement up to customer satisfaction. We can change requirement up to customer satisfaction. Yes. So changing requirement even after after release after release to customer, after delivered to customer or released to customer. If customer not satisfied, then changing requirement. Are you clear my point, guys? Yes, after release to customer. If customer not satisfied, then changing. Let me write changing requirement after delivered to customer. After delivered to or after release to any word customer. Are you clear my point? So this is the main prototype model. I hope you understood, guys. Due to lack of requirement, guys, but interview time. So whenever asking these models, our answer should be the only one line. Waterfall model, sequential, small size project. V model, both verification, validation. We can prepare testing related documentation. And RAD model due to lack of time. And prototype model due to lack of requirement. That's it, guys. Now next model, spiral model. Spiral model, guys, very simple. Whenever dynamic requirements from the customer, dynamic requirements from customer. Dynamic requirements means what? Let me open few examples, guys. Here I'll open that. I'll open that Google page. Here I'll open that Yahoo page, yahoo.com. Guys, you know very well Google and Yahoo both are for search engine. So my question is, my question is, Google and Yahoo both are same or any differences are there? If any differences are there, tell me what are the differences are there. I'll tell you guys. Google, one logo, search engine, after one day, after 1 week, after any number of means after 1 year also no changes. But Yahoo now see the advertisement, the news for vegetarian something chicken. Maybe after 1 year the news will be changed, or advertisement will be changed, or offers will be changed. Are you clear my point, guys? What I'm telling here. So where customer requirements are dynamic requirements are frequently changing the requirements, then we can go to spiral model. So where the customer requirements are frequently changing are dynamic requirements from the customer, then we can go to spiral model. Are you clear my point? So spiral model, when our customer requirements are frequently changing are dynamic requirements, then implement requirement by requirement. Guys, I will show that. I will show the diagram. Wait, observe guys this diagram. What is round again and again? Means not only implementing the project once. Number of times requirement. Observe guys like this. If customer requirements are static, only once implement the project. Whenever customer requirements are dynamic, then requirement by requirement project will be implemented. Understand? So once again, whenever if project is static, we can go to any other model. Whenever the project is dynamic, then we can go to what? Spiral model. Guys, let me open uh, Flipkart. Tell me, Flipkart requirements are static or dynamic? Of course, every day offers will be changed. Every day price will be changed. Definitely, it is a dynamic requirement, right? And let me open your favorite website. Your favorite website. What is that? Yes, shadi.com. Shadi.com. Okay, guys. Here, what is a is static or dynamic? Every day here they will update new couple image who got them married by using this website. So is it static or dynamic? Definitely it is a dynamic website. Am I right? So whenever customer requirements are frequently changing, then go to what? Not Shadi. Then go to spiral model. Go to spiral model. Yes. Then go to spiral model. Understand guys this model? So whenever customer requirements are dynamic requirements from the customer, a requirement by requirement will be added. Guys, just understand one line. And after the spiral model, agile model, very important. Nowadays, 90% of companies they're following agile model. Agile model. Next, after few days in live project, we can discuss practically because theoretically that knowledge is not enough. Practically knowledge is more required. Okay, fine. So today, what are the models we discussed? Just one line. Software development models classified into two types. One is sequential, second one is incremental. And waterfall model and V models are sequential model, RAB, prototype, and spiral models and agile models are incremental model. What is waterfall? Whenever small size, to develop step by step, we can go to waterfall model. V to perform parallelly verification and validation. Next, RAD model, due to lack of time, dividing into modules, implement as a module. And prototype model, due to lack of requirement, develop the project based on the dummy. Spiral model, whenever customer requirements are frequently changing or dynamic requirements from the customer. Once again, waterfall model, whenever sequential model, small size project to implement step by step. V model, whenever you want to perform verification validation before development of our activities. RAD model, due to lack of time. Prototype, due to lack of, yes, requirement. And spiral and the dynamic requirements from the customer. Guys, I hope you understood guys up to here. Can I ask questions? So I hope you're ready guys, same as well as every day like that. So I need response from you guys. Okay. So first question, software development models classified into two types. What are the names? Software development models classified into two types. What are the names? Yes, good. Yes, good. Good Bindu. Yes, Krishna. Vijay. Yes, Jaya. Good answer. Yes, Gayatri, Purna, Padmashri. Good answers. Yes. Sequential and incremental. Okay. Now, if it is a small size project, which one you will prefer, guys? Padmasri, not waterfall model, V model, because V model only we can get 100% quality when compared to waterfall model, right? So whenever small size project, we should prefer V model because both verification and validation. Next, whenever big size project, if you want to complete within short term, which model you will prefer? Big size project within short term you want to work. So due to lack of time. Good, good, good. Yes. Next. When our customer requirements are not clear, also we can implement the project then. Yes. Shravya, you're not responding. Afifa Patel. Yes, yes, good. Meena Ravi, I need response from you. Good, good. Vijay, okay, fine. Next. Customer requirements are frequently changing, like your online shopping application, then what? Yes, yes, Vijay, good. Yes, Akash. Yes, Ravi, good, good. Wow, almost 99 people are given the valid answer. Good. So good. Thank you for your valuable answers and very good for your improvement, guys. And every day, guys, every day after the class, if you want to get the notes, so please send one mail to lasya@bigclasses.com. So please send one text mail to this mail ID to get notes. Understand? So once again, this is purpose to get notes. So if you want to get day by day notes, not every day no need to send the mail, just once. Send one mail. Subject you can write software testing like that, and please send to this mail ID Lasha@of Big Classes. She is your coordinator for the software testing training. And if you forward, and she will forward every day every day notes, class notes. But guys, only live classes are free, not recording. So because recordings we can't forward that. So don't miss the classes. If you forward the recording, then you can't attend the class, right? Of course, that's what. So only live sessions are free. Understand? So please don't wait for any recordings. Don't miss the classes. Every class is very, very important. Okay. So maybe classes are free. They will teach basics like that. Don't expect 100% after completion of class, after completion of batch, you can compare your knowledge with minimum 5 years of experience as a testing engineer. No doubt at all. Okay, fine. So everyone, once again, I hope you're able to see my screen. So please note this mail ID last@of bigclasses.com and forward one mail to this mail. Then you can get the notes. Understand? Fine, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. And any doubts, any questions up to now? And guys, every week I need the feedback from you. Yes, Sri Gayatri, you can get that. And guys, I need feedback how the class is going on. Sure, Krishna. Once again, tomorrow I'll explain all those models. Guys, I need feedback from you. How are you able to understand the classes? Are you good? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for your valuable feedbacks. Thank you. Yes, Krishna. Sure, Patel, Afif Patel. You can once mail to Lasha, she will help you definitely. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Have a nice day to all. Tomorrow we can continue. Same link, same time. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day to all.